Good morning. Welcome out to Myrtle Beach back at Grand Park Athletic Complex, Field 7, where the Canes East-Neely are getting ready to take on the Ohio Cannons here in Game 1 of Sunday pool play for the Canes. The Canes finished up yesterday 0-2, lost the first game in the international tiebreaker, and the error bug got a hold of them in the second game. Yesterday was marred by weather delays, and our 3:30 game did not start till about 8:25 last night. Got done about 10:30. I think all the boys finally got to bed about midnight. We're back out here at 10:30 this morning to get Game 1 underway for today. Slated to play at 3:30 this afternoon, assuming everything is on time as we get ready to go here. We'll give you the defensive lineup here in just a moment and let you know where we're going to be. All right, checking audio, making sure everything's working here. We'll go over your infield to start things off. Moving from the hot corner, third to first, Easton Warren will tug the hot corner. Colby Jones at short, Lucas Neely at second, Logan Burris at first. Noah Sigmund starts in right field, Rylan Copeland in center. And I believe that is Chase White in left. Your starting pitcher for today's contest will be number 10, Eli Suggs. His battery mate behind the plate will be number 1, Miller Stanley, as we get ready to get underway here. For today's contest, I'm sitting on the third base side, right about 20 feet from home plate. So I'll try to give you the best from my angle from what I can see. It's nice and hot. It's reading 86, feels about like 95. The high today at 3:30 is slated to be 92. So keeping the boys hydrated here as we get ready to get started. Throw down coming from Miller. Pitch in from Eli. Miller comes up, fires right on the money to Colby Jones at second base, and we get ready to get underway. So we get ready to get started here. Number 82 is going to step in from the right side for the Ohio Cannons. Eli Suggs towing the rubber to get things started. 82 steps in from the right side. Eli looks in. First pitch getting ready to come down the pipe. Pops it up into right center. Rylan will give chase to his left side and put it away for out number 1. One pitch, one out. And we're underway here in Myrtle Beach. So that'll bring up the lefty for the Cannons. The righty-lefty matchup here. First pitch in, pops it up. Left side this time. Chase on his horse. Colby ranging back. He'll make the grab, falling into left field. 2 pitches, 2 outs. So with 2 away, that brings up number 27 for the Cannons. Steps in from the right side, 2 pitches in, 2 outs in. Next pitch. That'll miss in the dirt for the first ball of the game. 1-0's the count. Eli looks in, gets a sign, the 1-0 offer. Catches the inner half for a strike. 1-1's the count. And the 1-1 offer. And that'll miss in the dirt. Jumps out of the way. That'll bring the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Number 27 digs back in. The 2-1 from Suggs. In there for a strike on the lower half. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Nobody on. And the 2-2 offer. Misses in the dirt. That'll work to count full. So full count here. And the first payoff pitch of the game from Suggs. And that'll miss low for ball 4 as he gives up the first base on balls. That'll put number 27 at first for the Cannons. And bring up another lefty. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch misses outside for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That'll catch the outer half. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first gets his lead. Logan holding him on. Eli comes set. The 1-1. Misses low and inside for a ball. 2-1's the count. Eli checks the runner at first. Good lead at first. Comes set. The 2-1. Misses low. Ball 3. And the 3-1 offer. And that'll miss low for ball 4. So back-to-back base on balls. Puts runners at first and second for the Cannons. That'll bring up number 18. He'll step in from the right side. Eli looks in, checks the runner at second. Lucas holding him on. He'll bounce off. Pitch in, catches the inner half for a strike. 0-1's the count. Two away here in the top of the first. 2 runners on. The 0-1. Misses low for a ball. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 offer. Misses low, pass ball. Both runners take off. And no throw. 2 balls, 1 strike here to number 18 for the Cannons. 2 runners in scoring position as they're threatening early on here in the top of the first. Suggs comes set, the 2-1 offer. Drills that into left center. That's going to drop for a base hit. That'll plate 2 runs. And he thought about it. He retreats back to first. So a 2-run RBI single into the left center gap. And the Cannons are on the board 2-0 here in the top of the first. That'll bring up number 16. He steps in from the right side. Runner at first with a decent lead. Logan holding him on. Pitch home. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count. Eli looks in, toes the rubber. Gets the sign he wants, checks the runner at first, comes set. Big lead at first. Pickoff attempt. Not in time. 0-1 the count here to number 16 for the Cannons. Runner at first. 2 away. Eli comes set. Pitch home. That'll miss low. Good stomp by Miller behind the plate. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And off the glove of Easton at third. Sorry. And he's thinking about it. And errant throw comes into Miller, not in time. And the air bug has hit once again. That'll plate a run. That'll plate 1 run, 3-0 your score. Runner at third, or at second, excuse me. And hang on just a second. So 0-1 the count here to number 33. Runner at second. 3-0 your score here in the top of the first. The 0-1. Right back up the middle. Colby attempts to make the grab, can't get on it. Ryland comes up, firing home. Going to be a play at the plate. Did he get him? No, he didn't. He is safe. And another hit scores another run from second base. 4-0 your score here in the top of the first with 2 away. Cannon's putting on a 2-out rally here. Luke is holding a runner at second. And that'll bring up number 21 for the Cannons. Pitch home. Misses low for a ball. 1-0's the count. One ball, no strikes. Eli checks the runner at second. Comes set. Pitch home. In there for a strike down the heart of the plate. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli comes set, the 1-1 offer. Foul tipped back. And Eli gets ahead of the batter here, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away, looking to get out of it and leave this one stranded. Eli checks the runner. Luke is holding him on. Batter calls time in the box. Eli will dig back in. The 1-2. And that'll hit him for a hit by pitch. That'll send the runner back to second on the dead ball. 2 away here in the top of the first. And that's going to bring out Coach Neely to come have a talk with his pitcher here. So recap, they jumped out to a quick 2-pitch, 2-out inning. Then a base hit, and the error bug, the defensive error bug, has reared its ugly head once again. And we are in a 4-0 deficit here to the Ohio Cannons here in the top of the first with 2 away. So after the meeting, we're going to get back to it here. Two outs, runners at first and second. All 4 runs have come with 2 outs. Lucas comes in to cover second. Eli takes a long look. Lucas bounces off. Pitch home. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1 offer from Suggs. Misses low and inside. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli looks into Miller, gets a sign. He comes set. The 1-1. Just missed the outer half. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. Misses inside, kicks away, runner takes off to third. Throw down to third. Did he get him? No, he says he slid in. A 3-1, both runners advance. Field umpire is going to ask for home plate's view, see if he had a better view than he did. They called him safe, and they'll talk about it. And he's not going to overrule him. He's going to let him stick with his call. Bit out of position for that call, but it's hard to do with a 2-man crew. 3-1's the count. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And the 3-1. Pops it foul and out of play. That'll send it on to another field. That'll work to count full. So 2 outs. Cannons threatening again. 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. Full count here in the top of the first. Full count, payoff pitch. Ropes it down the third baseline. That'll get him between the 5-6 hole. Roll into third. That'll play it 1 run. Throw in's going to be off the mark. That's going to send the runner over to second. And 2 more runs come in. And puts a runner at second with 2 away. 6-0 your score here in the top of the first. So a defensive switch here. They're going to send Ryan Albritton to first. Is that the only change? I think so. They're going to bring Logan in, I would imagine. Yes, they're sending him and Maddox down to the bullpen. This will bring up number 12 for the Ohio Cannons. 2 away, runner at second. That'll miss, low and away for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Misses low, gets stopped by Miller behind the plate. 2-0's the count. Eli comes set. Lucas holding the runner, bounces off. The 2-0 in there for a strike on the outer half. 2-1's the count. And the 2-1 offer. And that missed. 3-1's the count. And the 3-1 offer. And dead ball catcher interference, so that'll put the runner at first. That'll put a runner at first and second. That'll bring up number 22 for the Ohio Cannons. 6-0 your score. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Pitch home. In there for a strike down the heart of the plate. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Fouled that straight back. Gets him in a 0-2 count here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The 0-2 offer. Stills high and inside. That'll get past on the wild pitch. Both runners advance. Throw down to third, not in time. That puts 2 more Cannons in scoring position, 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Pops it up, foul and out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And the 1-2 offer. And a little toe tapper to Lucas at second. Comes up, scoops, throws to first, gets the out. They leave 2 stranded. 6 come across. The error bug continues for defense for the Canes. We go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Canes East Baseball here on the Two-Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the first. Ames East got to dig out of a 6-0 hole here. All 6 runs came after with 2 outs for the Cannons. Leading things off this half inning, number 27, Noah Sigmund. He'll step in from the right side. Pitcher comes set for the Cannons. First pitch in, breaking ball missed for a ball. 1-0's the count. Ball had a lot of movement on it. Noah moves to the back of the box here. The 1-0. Sells high, 2-0's the count. The 2-0 offer. That'll miss in the dirt, 3-0 the count. And the 3-0. That'll miss outside, 4 straight balls. And Noah will take a trot down to first base on the base on balls. That'll bring up number 1, Miller Stanley. Miller will step in from the right side. Noah gets his lead at first. Pitch home. That'll miss. 1-0's the count. One ball, no strike. Noah with a good lead at first. He's gone. Or hesitates there. That misses low. 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 offer. Shows bunt. Takes it on the inner half. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. Sells high ball for ball 3. Throws down. Just gets back in time. Throw down to first. Three-1 your count to Miller as he digs back in. Noah with a late lead off of first. Sells high for ball 4. That'll put 2 runners on the back-to-back base on balls. That'll bring up number 7, Rylan Copeland, to the plate. Rylan will dig in from the right side. And therefore a strike. That won the count. Noah with his lead off second. Miller off of first. Short pitch, 1-1 the count. Canes looking to claw back out of the 6-0 deficit early on. The pitch. Breaking ball drops in just below the letters. 1-2's the count. And the 1-2 offer. Misses inside, about wears it. That'll even things up, 2-2. Copeland with a little bit of the Macarena dance there, trying not to get hit. The 2-2. Sells high, throw down to first, not in time. Full count here. Last 2 runners both reach on a base on balls. Number 4, Colby Jones, waits on deck. Payoff pitch. Sells high for ball 4. And that will load the bases here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up number 4, Colby Jones. And we're going to have time on the field as the coach is going to come out and have a talk with his pitcher. Cannons played their first game against Nakoma, I think it was. That game went into international tiebreaker. They pulled that one off in the bottom of the sixth. 10-9 was the final score. So Cannons are 1-0 so far on the day. Canes looking to send them 1-1 and become 1-0 to start their day. Pool play today. Game 2 is slated for 3:30 this afternoon, and then we'll find out what bracket play is for tomorrow. Then after that, it's win or go home. So after the meeting, we get back to it. Bases are juiced. Noah's at third, Miller at second, Ryland at first. A speed all around the base pass for number 4, Colby Jones. Colby digs in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. First pitch in, catches the outer half for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. And calls that one belt high. 0-2's the count. And the 0-2 offer. Breaking ball sailed high. 2-1's the count, or 1-2's the count, excuse me. And that'll sail back. No play from anybody. That'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher comes set for the 2-2. Just missed inside. That works the count full. Full count payoff pitch. Pops it up. Third baseman giving chase. It's going to go out of play. He'll live to see another one. Number 14, Maddox Stanley awaits on deck. Another payoff pitch. That'll sail high and walk in the first Canes run for the day. 6-1 your score. And that'll bring up Maddox Stanley with Easton Warren on deck. Maddox steps in from the right side. Breaking ball missed. 1-0's the count. Ropes it to the shortstop. They're looking 2. There's 1. Not in time. So fielder's choice. They played another one. That puts runners on the corners with 1 away. That'll bring up number 17, Easton Warren. 6-2 your score here in Myrtle Beach. And that'll catch the outer half for a strike. 0-1's the count. Righty-lefty matchup here, the 0-1 offer. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. Miller takes off, or Maddox takes off, excuse me. He'll reach on the defensive indifference. 1-1's your count. Pitch home. Drills that one down the right field line. It's going to tail foul and out of play. 1-2's the count. And the 1-2 offer. 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch home. That'll sail high. Bring the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Pitch home. Pokes it into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Ryland's going to come around and score. Maddox will think about it. He'll hold up at third. So an RBI single for Easton. And the Canes climb back in at 6-3. That's going to bring up your starting pitcher, number 10, Eli Suggs. Eli will dig in from the right side. Runners on the corners. Pitch home. That'll miss inside for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0 offer. Runner's gone. In there for a strike. Throw down to third. Not in time. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cannon's with a good catcher here. He's made some good throws, just not able to make the plays so far. That puts 2 Canes runners in scoring position. Pitch home, catches the outer half for a strike, about letter high. 1-2's the count. The 1-2 misses in the dirt. That'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, number 8, Logan Burris awaits. The 2-2. And he's going to ring him up on the inside for strike 3. So with 2 away, that'll bring up number 8, Logan Burris. He'll step in from the right side with 2 runners on and 2 away. Canes looking for a 2-out. Canes looking for a 2-out rally here. That one misses in the dirt. 4 ball 1, 1-0's the count. Number 2, Lucas Neely awaits on deck. That sails high to the backstop. No advancement. 2-0's the count. Not a very deep backstop on this field. Same field we played on last night. Home plate to the back fence is probably 20 feet. The 2-0. That'll miss low for a ball. 3-0 the count. Hitters count here. And the 3-0 offer. Sells high, ball 4. And that's going to walk the bases loaded here. Lucas Neely steps in from the right side. Bases juiced, 2 away. Pitcher comes set. Pitch home. In there for a strike. Just above belt high. 0-1's the count. Number 5, Chase White awaits on deck. The 0-1. And misses inside. The 1-1. Sells high, ball 2. 2-1 the count. And that one misses low for ball 3. 3-1 the count, nowhere to put him. And the 3-1 offer. And that's going to be strike 2. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Sails high for ball 4. That's going to walk in a run. 6-4 your score. Tying run at second base represented by Logan Burris. And that's going to bring number 5 Chase White to the plate. Chase will dig in from the right side. Bases juiced. Tying run at second. Go ahead run represented by Lucas Neely at first. Pitcher looks in, comes set. Pitch home. Misses, kicks away, not far enough. 1-0's the count. And with that, we're going to have time. We're going to have a pitching change here. We're going to step away. See who the new pitcher is for the Cannons. 6-4 your score. Bases juiced. 2 away. Chase White at the plate with a 1-0 count. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back at it here. New pitcher in for the Cannons. Bases juiced, 2 outs, 1-0's the count. First pitch misses in the dirt, kicks away. Not enough, 2-0 to count here to White. Number 3, Ryan Albritton awaits on deck. Tying run again is at second. Go ahead run represented by Neely at first. Pitch home, sails high for ball 3. Tough spot to be in. Come in with bases loaded and a 1-0 count for a relief pitcher. Outfitter center field tossing his glove up in the air for the Cannons. The 3-0 in there for the ceremonial 3-0 strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 away. That'll sail high and walk in a run. He'll take a base on balls. 6-5 your score now. Tying run 90 feet away. That's going to bring up number 3, Ryan Albritton. Albritton will step in from the right side. Base is still juiced. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. 1-0's the count. Number 12, Mason Brown, waits on deck. Tying run represented by Logan Burris, 90 feet away on third. Go-ahead run represented by Lucas Neely at second. The 1-0. Sails high for a strike. 1-1's the count. The 1-1. That'll miss in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Two balls, one strike. Pitch home. Misses outside. 3-1 the count. And a 3-1 offer. Drills it. Shortstop to make the grab, and he does. For out number 3. They leave 3 stranded. They push 5 across. They trail by 1. 6-5 your score. We go to the top of the second. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the second. 6-5 your score. Cannons hold a 1-run lead. A couple defensive changes for you this half inning. Now towing the rubber for the Canes. Number 8, Logan Burris. First pitch in from Logan, fouled straight back. 0-1's the count. That one in there for a strike, let her high. 0-2's the count. Copeland at third, Colby at short. Is that Maddox at second? Albritton at first. Pops it up, and Maddox says he has it. He'll range over towards second base and put it away for out number 1. So 1 away. Lucas Neely in left, Noah Sigmund in center, Mason Brown in right, and that caps off your defensive alignment here in the top of the second. 1 away, number 82 steps in from the right side. Pitch home. And breaking ball sails high and inside. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Misses in the dirt. 2-0's the count. The 2-0. Drills it down to third base line. Just foul. 2-1's the count. Looks in, gets a sign, the 2-1 offer. Breaking ball, slipped out of his hand, 3-1's the count. And the 3-1. That'll miss in the dirt for ball 4. And hustles down to first base. And that'll put a runner at first. 1 away here in the top of the second. That'll bring up your starting pitcher for the Cannons. He'll dig in from the left side. Pitch home. Misses in the dirt. Good stop by Miller behind the plate. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Runner's gone. Throw down. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Good throw from Miller behind the plate. 2 away, and that'll be a ball thrown in. That was Miller to Colby, I believe. For out number 2. Next pitch misses low. 3-0's the count. Nobody on, 2 away. Pitch called in. Logan gets a sign, the 3-0 offer. That'll miss low for ball 4. That's going to bring up number 27 as he'll dig in from the right side. Runner at first, 2 away. Logan checks the runner at first. Big lead, comes set. And he'll step off. Runner shortens his lead this time. Pitch home. Misses in the dirt. Good stop by Miller. 1-0's the count. And trying to get their pitches called in. They get him straight. 1-0's the count. He comes set. Pickoff attempt over to first, not in time. One ball, no strikes. Pitch called in. He's got the one he wants. He comes set. The 1-0 offer. Just missed the zone. 2-0's the count. And the 2-0. In there for a strike on the outer half. 2-1's the count. And the 2-1 offer. Runner's gone. That misses low. Miller fires down to first. Little off mark, and runner, I think, hurt his knee going into second. I don't know if he slid on it or twisted it. Time on the field as they check on him. So runner at second. 3 balls, 1 strikes the count, 2 away. Number 27 digs back in. Logan comes set, checks the runner at second. Nobody holding him on. The 3-1 offer. In there on the inner half for strike 2. That'll bring the count full. Logan comes set for the payoff pitch. And Tapper down to third base line. Good scoop by Ryland. Throws across the field. And they call him out. And they're going to ask for help here. I think. Yeah. So they're going to discuss it here. I'm sitting looking right down the first base line, and it looked like he was off the bag. A lot longer discussion here. And they're going to call him safe. So that'll put runners at third and first. Let me fix all this here. There we go. That'll put runners on third and first here. So with runners on the corners and 2 away, and we're waiting on our catcher to get back dressed here. And we'll do it again. Cannon's 1 run, 90 feet away. Runners on the corners, first and third. Logan digs back into the rubber. Looks in, gets a sign, comes set. Copeland playing close to the bag. He'll step off. That'll move the runner off of first. He retreats back to first. And the pitch. Pickoff attempt over to first. He's back in plenty of time. Runner does not advance from third. Pitch in there on the inner half for a strike. 0-1's the count. Top of the second here. Cannon's holding a 1-run lead. 2 away. Burse will step off. The 0-1 offer. Steps off again, does the third to first move. Doesn't get him to bite. Time called in the box. 6-5 your score here in the top of the second. 2 outs, runners on the corners. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Batter digs back in. No balls, 2 strikes. Logan comes set, checks the runner at first. Pitch home. Breaking ball sails outside. Brings the count 1-2. The 1-2 offer. Pops it up. Hits the fence, comes back in. Count remains 1-2. Number 5 will dig back in here. The 1-2. Runner's gone. Breaking ball misses outside. No throw. He'll reach on the defensive indifference. That'll put two Cannon runners in scoring position. Deuce is wild here in the top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The 2-2. And he'll go down looking. They lead 2 stranded, 6-5 your score. We go to the bottom of the second. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the bottom of the second. Canes East-Neely trail by 1. 6-5 your score. As the sun goes behind the cloud, thankfully, finally. Leading things off this half inning will be number 12, Mason Brown. Top of the lineup, number 27, Noah Sigmund awaits on deck. Righty-lefty matchup here. First pitch right down the first base line, but foul. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Little toe tapper to second. Comes up, throws to first, 1 away. So with 1 away, that'll bring up number 27, Noah Sigmund. Noah steps in from the right side. First pitch in there for a strike on the outer half. 0-1's the count. The 0-1 sails high, ball 1. 1-1's the count. That'll miss in the dirt. 2-1's the count. And the 2-1 offer. Swings through that one head high. That'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 offer. Sails high and outside. That works the count full. And the payoff pitch. Drills that one down the third base line. Fair ball. Rolls to the fence. And he'll have a stand-up double. And that'll put a runner in scoring position for the Canes. That'll bring up number 1, Miller Stanley, your starting catcher. He'll step in from the right side, tying run at second base. Ball sails high, 1-0's the count. And the 1-0 offer. Misses inside, 2-0's the count. The 2-0. Pops it up. That'll go out of play. That'll bring the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Time as we have a ball on the field from another field behind us. Two balls, 1 strike to Miller as he moves to the front of the box here. Noah dancing off a second. The 2-1. Drills that one into right center. Could be trouble. It will drop for a base hit. Noah, I think he was worried about tagging up there, so he'll make it to third on the single. That puts Canes runners on the corners with 1 away. That's going to bring up number 7, Rylan Copeland. Rylan gets his sign from Coach Neely down to third base line. Runners on the corners. Canes trail by 1. Rylan shows bunt. Pulls it back for a ball. As Miller takes off to second, he'll reach on the defensive indifference. 1-0 to count. The 1-0. Ropes it down to third base line, in and out of the glove of the third baseman. Miller will score. Rylan is safe. He'll reach on an error. And we are all knotted up. 6-all here in the bottom of the second. Go ahead run at second base. That'll bring up number 4, Colby Jones. Colby digs in from the right side. Pitch home. Misses low for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Pops it up. Center fielder in to make the grab. Shortstop ranges back. He'll make the out. 2 away. That'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley, as he steps in from the right side. 2 away. Go ahead run at second base. Maddox steps in from the right side. Pops it up. First baseman ranges over. Second baseman calls him off and makes the grab for out number 3. They leave 2 stranded. They tie it up. We go to the top of the third. 6-all. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the third. 6-all your score. Leading things off for the Ohio Cannons, number 18 will step in. He'll step in from the right side. Easton Warren goes to first. Eli Suggs to short. First pitch in from Logan for a strike on the outer half. 0-1's the count. Believe that is Chase White in left. Noah still in center, and everything else remains the same. The 1. Swings through it for strike 2. Number 18 digs back in. Leadoff batter this half inning. The 0-2 offer. Swings through it for strike 3. 1 away. That'll bring up number 16 for the Cannons. As he steps in from the right side. Pitch home. Sails high and inside for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Swings through it for a strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. That'll miss low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here. 1 away, nobody on. Number 16 will dig back in from the right side. The 2-1 offer. Just misses low and away. 3-1 the count. And the 3-1 offer. Misses inside for ball 4. So 16 will take the base on balls down to first base line. That'll bring up number 33 for the Cannons. Number 33 digs in. Pitch home. Misses low and away for a ball. 1-0's the count. Runner with a decent lead at first. Warren holding him on. Logan comes set. The 1-0. Runner's gone. Swings through it. That'll even the count. 1-1. Runner will advance to second on the defensive indifference. And the 1-1 offer. Breaking ball drops in there, letter high for a strike. 1-2. Go ahead run for the Cannons at second base. 1 away, 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Breaking ball pops it up. Logan says he's got it. He'll put it away for out number 2. So 2 away, runner at second. That'll bring up number 21 for the Ohio Cannons. He'll dig in from the right side with 2 away. Checks the runner at second. Eli checks in behind him. He bounces off. Pitch in. Misses inside for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. He'll step off. That moves the runner back to second. The 1-0 offer. Misses in the dirt. Good stop by Miller. Runner thought about it. He'll trail back to second. 2-0 to count. And the 2-0 offer. Steps off. Throw to second. Oh, gets through the glove of Eli into center field. Runner will advance to third. Copeland backing it up. So E8 on the throw. 2-0 count to number 21. Go ahead run 90 feet away for the Cannons with 2 outs. The 2-0. Misses in the dirt. Good stop by Miller. Keeps it in front of him. 3-0 the count. So 3 balls, no strikes. Do have some action going in the Canes bullpen. The 3-0. In there for the ceremonial. 3-0 strike 1. The 3-1. And that'll miss inside for ball 4 and put runners on the corners. That'll bring up number 24 for the Ohio Cannons. And that's going to send Miller out to have a talk with his pitcher. Make sure the defensive alignment is good to go. With runners on the corners here in the top of the third. 6-all your score. Go ahead run for the Cannons, 90 feet away. As we get ready to get back to it here. Number 24 digs in from the right side. Runners on the corners. Pitch home. In there for a strike on the outer half. 0-1 the count. Swings through that one for strike 2. Logan way ahead in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Steps off. That moves both runners back. The 0-2. He'll step off again. The 0-2. And umpire calls a ball. That'll send the go-ahead run home. So no pitch. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. 7-6 your new score here in the top of the third. Runner at second. 2 away. The 0-2. Drills it into center field. Ryland takes a few steps in. He lets it bounce in front of him. Throws it home. Long throw way off the mark. That'll play another run. Throw to second. Then doesn't get the tag on him as it pops out of Maddox's glove. And 8-6 is your new score. So 2-out rally working for the Ohio Cannons here. Number 12 stepping into the box. Runner at second. 8-6 your score. Oh, excuse me, that was Noah in center. Ryland is at third. My apologies. Number 12 digs in. Runner at second, 2 away. 2 runs scored so far on the 2-out rally. That one misses low for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0 offer. Drills it into right field. Mason on the run and makes the grab for out number 3. They leave one stranded, but they push 2 across. 8-6 your new scores. We go to the bottom of the third. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. All right, let's get back to it. Bottom of the third we go. Leading things off this half inning, number 17, Easton Warren. Number 10, Eli Suggs, awaits on deck. As your Canes East now trail by 2 going into the bottom of the third, looking to jump out in front. Warren steps in from the left side. First pitch in, misses letter high for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Pops it up into right field. Right fielder shades over to his right, takes a couple steps back, puts it away for out number 1. That'll bring up number 10, Eli Suggs. Eli steps in, 1 out, ropes it down the third base line. Good scoop by the third baseman, comes up, pumps twice, throws across the field, gets him by a couple of steps. 2 away. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 8, Logan Burris. And put Lucas Neely on deck. Logan steps in, fouls it straight back, trying to buy me a new camera. 0-1's the count. No balls, 1 strike. Logan steps in, nobody on. trailing by 2. Sells high for a ball. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Misses outside. 2-1's the count. And the 2-1 offer. Misses inside. 3-1 the count now. The 3-1. That'll sell high, and he works a base on balls and brings the tying run. Number 2, Lucas Neely, to the plate. Time on the field as we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. That'll send, Eli Suggs to first now. It's a courtesy runner for Logan Burris. That brings number 2, Lucas Neely, to the plate, 2 away. Righty-righty matchup here. Fouls it back. 0-1 the count. And the 0-1 offer. And foul tipped off the catcher's mask there. Umpire will walk it out to give the catcher a second, make sure he's okay. 0-2 to count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 5, Chase White, awaits on deck. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Eli takes off to second. The 1-2. Breaking ball. And he's going to ring him up on the breaking ball in the upper part of the zone. They leave one stranded. We go to the top of the 4th, 8-6 your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the top of the 4th. The Cannons with an 8-6 lead over your Canes East-Neely. Ryan Albritton goes to first. Lucas second. Colby at short. Easton Warren at third. Chase White in left. Noah Sigmund in center. And Eli Suggs in right. Miller Stanley still behind the plate. Logan Burr still towing the rubber. First pitch in this half inning. Misses in the dirt. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That'll miss outside for a ball. 2-0's the count. Two balls, no strikes. Breaking ball sails high, 3-0. Number 22 digs back in from the right side. Logan comes set. Pitch home. And that's a foul ball off the bat. Didn't get the bat down in time, so 3-1 the count. A little frustrated with himself on that. It happens. 3-1 the count. So Logan toes the rubber. The 3-1 offer. Misses low, ball 4. So runner at first. That'll bring up number 7. And some action down in the Canes bullpen. Not sure who's down there warming up. If I had to guess, I don't see Ryland on the field, so he would probably be the one warming up for relief for Logan should he be needed. Runner at first. Number 7 digs in from the right side. Nobody out. Albritton holding the runner on. Logan comes set, checks the runner, pick attempt to first. Good scoop by Albritton at first base. Back safely. Logan comes set, delivers, bunt attempt fouled back. 0-1 the count. On the count to number 7, runner with a decent lead. Pitch home. Sails high. Miller thought about firing down to first. He holds on to it. 1-1's the count. And the 1-1 offer. And that's going to hit him. So a hit by pitch puts runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. And we will have a meeting of the minds at the mound here as Coach Neely makes his way out. The Canes do have some action going in the bullpen. We'll see if the change is going to be made. It looks like it is. And we will let you know who that is when we come back. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the 2 Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, new pitcher in for the Canes will be Ryan Albritton. He comes set for his first pitch. In there for a strike on the outer half. 0-1's the count. Runners at first and second. 8-6 your score. Top of the fourth. The 0-1 from Albritton. Pops it up down the first base line. That's going to tail foul and out of play. Quick 0-2 count. And the cloud has quit blocking my sun. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on. Sails low and away, trying to get him to chase. He laid off of it. Number 82 digs back in. The 1-2 offer. Pops it up. Colby will range back, and infield fly was called. The batter would be out. 1 away. Runners remain at first and second. This will bring up number 1. Number 1 will step in from the left side. He was your starting pitcher for the Cannons. Albritton looks in to get his sign from his battery mate Miller behind the plate. Pitch home. Sails outside for a ball. 1-0's the count. And that'll get past. Runner pays attention, takes off to third, throw to third, not in time. Runner comes to second, nobody holding it on. And that moves 2 runners into scoring position with 1 out. One ball, no strikes, 1 away. That'll miss outside for a ball. 2-0's the count. The 2-0. That'll catch the outer half for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cannon's threatening. They've got runners in scoring position at second and third. 2 balls, 1 strike to number 1 here for the Ohio Cannons. 1 away. The 2-1. That'll catch the outer half for strike 2. And he's worked it from a 2-0 to a 2-2 count here. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside. That works the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. That'll miss in the dirt for ball 4, and that'll juice the bases here. 1 away in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up number 27 as he walks down to third base line to have a talk with his third base coach for their strategizing. Canes looking for a double play here to get out of the inning and leave everybody stranded. Albritton comes set. The righty-righty matchup. First pitch in there for a strike on the inner half. Nice breaking ball. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. That'll catch the outer half, strike 2. Albritton put a little something on that one. The 0-2. Swings through it for strike 3. 2 away. Next batter steps in from the left side. Bases juiced, 2 away. Misses low for a ball. 1-0's the count. One oh's the count. That'll miss outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Misses outside. Good stop from Miller. Keeps all the runners at bay. 3-0 the count. Three balls, no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Albritton comes set. The 3-0 offer as he steps off. Here we go again. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch home. Catches the outer half for a strike. Ceremonial 3-0 strike 1. Albritton digs in. Batter digs in. The 3-1. Catches the lower half. Full count. Bases juiced, full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off on the pitch. Albritton looking to get out of a jam here. Payoff pitch. Misses for ball 4. That walks in a run. 9-6 is your score. That'll bring up number 18 for the Ohio Cannons as he steps in from the right side. Bases juiced, 2 away. Pitch home. Fouls it back. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. Misses inside. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Swings through that one, head high. 1-2's the count. The 1-2. Fouls it back. Bases juiced, 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch home. Sells high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild. Top of the 4th. 9-6 your score. Bases juiced. Pitch home. Misses low. Full count. We'll do it again. Full count, 2 strike, 2 outs. Bases juiced. Runners will be off on the pitch. Pitch home. Sails high, ball 4. 10-6 your score here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring the third base coach down, have a talk with his batter. Number 16 as he'll step in from the right side, it looks like. Pitch home. And did he go around? He said he did for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1 offer. This is just below the knees. That'll even things up 1-1. The 1-1 offer. Chases that one. Nice breaking ball. Just died in the bottom part of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced. Canes trail by 4. Time called by the batter in the box. And the 1-2. Fouls it back to stay alive. And Albritton will step off. As he digs back in. 16 digs back in for the Cannons. The 1-2 offer. Misses low. Good stop by Miller. All runners hold. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced, top of the 4th. Trailing by 4. Pitch home. And it's going to ring him up in the bottom part of the zone. Couple more come across. 10-6 your score. We go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. right, welcome back to Myrtle Beach. Grand Park Athletic Complex, Field 7. Bottom of the fourth, 10-6 your score. Canes trail by 4. And time has expired, so we will finish the innings. The Canes have 3 outs to work with. Leading things off this half inning, number 5, Chase White. Followed by number 3, Ryan Albritton. Chase will dig in from the right side. Looking to get things started. Breaking ball hangs high, 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Misses in the dirt, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Pitcher comes set for the Cannons, delivers. Misses outside, 3-0 the count. White digs back in, 3-0 the count. Pitch home. That's in there for a strike on the lower part of the zone. 3-1 for the ceremonial. Strike 1 of the at-bat. And a 3-1 offer. Sails high for ball 4. So Chase will lead things off with a base on balls. That'll bring up number 3, Ryan Albritton. Albritton will step in from the right side, runner at first, nobody out. Mason Brown awaits on deck. Chase with a good lead at first. He's gone. First pitch in, that's going to hit him. And that'll put runners at first and second after the hit by pitch to Albritton and bring up number 12, Mason Brown. Chase dances off a second. Ryan off a first. Mason digs in, and we're going to have time as the catcher is going to call the infield in. As they get their defensive alignment set up here. Expecting, I would assume, Chase to take off to third. We'll see what happens here. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Mason Brown at bat. Number 27, top of the lineup, Noah Sigmund awaits on deck. Canes trail by 4. Shows bunt, pulls it back for a strike. 0-1's the count. Imagine they're trying to see if they can pull that third baseman in with Chase on third. The 0-1. Shows bunt again, pulls it back for a ball. 1-1 the count. Third baseman not biting. The 1-1. Shows bunt again, puts it down. Nice bunt down the third base line. Mason's taking off to first, throw to first, got him by a step. But advanced both runners. The sacrifice bunt moves 2 runners into scoring position with 1 away. Sigmund steps in from the right side, 2 runners on, 1 away. Lays off that one for a ball, head high, 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Pops it up, fouling out of play. That'll even count 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look in. The 1-1. Drills it into left field. And caught. Chase is coming home. 2 away. So with 2 away, that'll bring up number 1, Miller Stanley. And the Canes are down to their last out. And a check over to third to see if he left early. He did not. Says blue. So 2 away, runner at second. Canes now trail by 3, looking for a 2-out rally. They got 1 to work with. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. That misses. 2-0's the count. If Miller reaches, that would bring Ryland to the plate. He would represent the tying run of the game. 2-0. Misses inside, ball 3. Albritton dances off a second, excuse me. Three-0. That'll miss, ball 4. And that brings the tying run to the plate with 2 outs. Ryland Copeland steps in from the right side. 2 runners on, 2 away. Pitch home. Tapper down to third baseline. Third baseman comes up. He's going to fire to first for out number 3. And with that, the Canes will drop their first game of the day, 10-7 in 4 innings. They're scheduled to play again at 3:30. Right back here on Field 7 here at Grand Park Athletic Complex in Myrtle Beach. And the error bug continues on for the Canes here from last night. Hopefully they can get that squared away before the next game. Your Canes are coached by Coach Neely, Coach Sigmund, and Coach Burris. I'm Coach Chris. Glad to have had you along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll see you about 3:30. Goodbye, everybody.